I am so glad you guys are on with me. Like I said, New Zealand. Wow, what time is it in New Zealand? That is awesome, Gigi. Thank you so much. Oh, I hope that you are having success with using the Velocity system with your credit cards. That's exactly the way I started. Missouri, no, we need to pray for the ones in Missouri because they're getting ready to have storms and it could get scary. Are you in Tornado Alley? Oh my gosh, say no. Maryland, we got two from Maryland in here. Nice. Thank you so much for jumping on here and letting me say hello to you guys. I have credit cards on my mind. I don't even know why, I just do. North Carolina, nice. It's 11 a.m. That's not bad, New Zealand. 11 a.m. here. Wednesday. It's only Tuesday here. You're a day ahead of us. I never even thought about that being possible. That is super, super cool. Wow. Bless you. Bless you. Thank you, Stacy. Stacy. I feel stuck with debt. I've spoken with Bill for Money Max account. He gave me hope. You give me hope. Thank you. Thank you so much, Stacy. I am so glad to hear that. Thank you, Gina. Thank you so much. Thank God, because if it wasn't for him, I would not have the knowledge. I feel like that came straight from the Lord. Trinidad, oh my gosh, no way. Hello, Virginia. 7 p.m. here in North Carolina. Thank you, Carla. I know it is. You're just right over the line. So is Virginia. I am so excited that you guys are just really enjoying Velocity Banking. It sounds like you're enjoying them as much as I am. What is happening with my hair today? Can't believe I did. I guess I didn't look in the mirror. It must have been a really, really tough day for me here. I'm sorry. Thank you so much, Booker. Thank you. Thank you. It is my pleasure to share Velocity Banking with you. I'm just so thankful that you guys are getting it, that it's changing your life like it did mine. Money Max is great. Oh, you've had it since 2006? The latest one, or the earliest, or the furthest date, however I'm trying to say this, that someone has had Money Max that I've personally known is 2008. And they came to me and they were wanting to rebuy the program. And I said, it's a one in and done. Once you buy into the Money Max, you never have to pay for it for the rest of your life. The upgrades are free. The coaching is free. So when people, I released the video yesterday talking about the Money Max. And I'll bet there was 50 questions underneath. What does it cost? Well, what does it cost? Well, when you consider how many decades it saves you in payments, the cost is about this much. It's really, really, really cheap. I have had so many lives changed with that software. I have no problem in telling you that that has been a game changer for a lot of the people that I've worked with that cannot get lines of credit, or maybe they have multiple homes. I mean, it doesn't matter if you don't have a mortgage or if you have 13 mortgages, which is what I've had here just recently. And every one of them have been helped with the Money Max. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much. Let's see. Yeah, at least I have some. Okay. Thank you, Carla. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate everyone being so kind. You have your whole neighborhood supporting me, ET. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I'm coming to the Bronx just to see you. Yes, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Beverly says, I'm struggling to get it. I'm really trying. We'll keep studying. I'm excited, though. I'm excited for you. Listen, where there is a will, there is a way. You're going to figure this out, and I just know it. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, if you want to know, my jewelry came from Cato's. If you have a Cato's near you, you should go there. They ought to sponsor me. They ought to sponsor me because I wear this shirt's from Cato's. So I wear, and the shirt underneath is from Cato's. So I wear Cato's probably every day. I love, love, love their clothes. And I'm like telling them, hey, I'm advertising for you. You need to like throw me some cash. But to dress nice, it's very, very inexpensive. I'm just surprised. I love going to the mall too. But the pricing on their clothes is really, really expensive. But you go to Cato's and you can get such nice stuff for absolutely nothing. Money Max Pro Building Wealth is good to. Yes, it is. It is, Stacy. Stacy, I like your name, Stacy. The cost is based on your debt. The highest that I have seen anybody in my group, and they went from 26 years paid home, everything was a 26-year payoff. When they went through the Money Max personal analysis, it literally came down to 8.7 years. I hear that every day. I had a guy tell me this week that his debt is going to be paid off in 2 years using the Money Max. I'm sorry. I'm amazed. I had another one today. It's going to be paid off in 4 years after they were into it for, this one was 23 years. It was brought down to 4 years. It's an interest eliminator. So that's what I teach is if you can back off of the loans, kill the interest, you're going to pay off the debt that you actually got, which is your home or your car or whatever it is. But when we're paying the interest, we are doing nothing but just chugging along exactly the way they want us to. They love it. That's how they make money. That's how they make money. Okay. Oh, by the way, right after this, right after I get off of here, I'm going straight into a live webinar for the Money Max. So if you don't know what in the world we're talking about, this is nothing but information for you. That starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you want to join me there after I finish here, you can go to vannwebinar.com and register. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. I'll put it in here. So vannwebinar.com to register for the webinar. Okay. So thank you so much, Jolie. Thank you. All I have is credit card debt with it. Yes, the MMA works on everything. It doesn't matter if you have a mortgage or not. It doesn't matter if it's all credit cards. It doesn't matter if you have a high DTI. It doesn't matter if you have a low credit score. It doesn't matter if you can't get a line of credit. They can work with any kind of debt, and that's what makes it such a beautiful product, because if I have people that cannot get lines of credit, you really don't have a choice. You don't have a choice but to wait it out and build up your credit. Well, sometimes that can take a minute, and some people want to get started today, right? So I don't know. I happened upon the Money Max. It was a total accident that I found that software. And now I've met the creators of the software. Beautiful, beautiful people. And I am just so excited to share their product with people that I speak to that I know could use it. So, like I said, that is going to be after this live here. I'll be joining there. $10 black. What? Shreveport, Louisiana. I'm still trying to get my wife on board 100%. Any Velocity wife convincing strategies? Listen, I was the only one on board too. I didn't have a spouse that would work with me on that. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you could work with your income alone and let her see how it works maybe, but it certainly would be very, very nice if you guys could put your money together. That would be awesome because it would work faster, right? I like your strategy the first time I listen. That's awesome, Stephen. Thank you. Thank you. Does that include the debt of the Money Max, the 2 years payoff? Yes. The Money Max is only $3,000 to $4,000. It's not expensive. Everybody thinks it's going to be $10,000, and there are some copycats out there. I'm not going to say the names, but there are some copycats out there that have white branded, is that the word I'm looking for? It's kind of like a knockoff, like if you go get a Coach purse or a Louis Vuitton and somebody has like changed it up a bit and it looks just like it, but it's really not. Yeah, that's a good sign that it's a knockoff. So they always put a higher price on it. So the ones that are out there that I'm thinking of in my mind, there are other ones that do charge $8,000 to $12,000 for the exact same program. So be careful with that, okay? But yes, the debt payoff always saves you decades in payments and interest. That's what makes it so exciting. Why are we talking about this? I just get so excited when I talk about it. And when you guys mention that you're enjoying it, that it's great, it's a one time buy in. Like I said, it's lifetime coaching. So you don't have to really even think about the cost because it's just rolled into what they're doing and you are going to be out of debt very, very quickly. Okay, show her the money. Yeah, yeah. Somebody up here said they lived near a Cato's. Who are you? Yes, Beverly says, love Cato's. Glad they're still around. I know when I was little, my grandmother used to shop at Cato's, and I used to be so bored because I was like, this is the most boring store. They only have women's clothes. And now I shop there. I try to stop in there once a week because they have awesome sales. And so, like, if you go to their sale rack, they'll have clothes. Like, I think it's every Monday they do discounts. So if you go to the clothes rack that has the clearance, which they usually have like three, you can get the expensive. They don't have anything in there expensive, but let's say it's a regular $27 top. Yeah, $27. I know. But you can get it for like 12. And I have bought shoes in there over and over and over for $5.99. I'm sorry, I'm telling my secrets, but I hate spending money, especially on clothes. But when you can go in there, like this top, this necklace and stuff came from there. Why am I advertising for Cato's? They don't care. They're not caring, but I do love them. I think that they do a good job on what they offer. Versana is like a sister something to them. I did not enjoy that store. No. And it actually came into our mall here and it literally did not last 6 months. I went in there. I think I bought one pair of pants in there. They were very expensive, but I knew I was going to wear them a lot. And so I went ahead and got them. But that's the only thing I ever found worth being in that store for. So some of you guys may like them. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Okay, let's see. Yes, your line of credit can be used up to a point of the credit that you have available. When I say that, I mean, do you have more than one line of credit? Do you have limits available on credit cards that you could use in the event you had an emergency? Okay. You never want to pile up debt on any line of credit that you don't have an avenue somewhere else in the event that you need money. So the line of credit, 70%, leaving you 30%, that would be a good idea. That way you're not putting yourself in a bind in the event you need cash for whatever reason, okay? Let's see, what else we got here? Hi, Christy, coming from upstate New York. Should I put all of my credit card debt into one card? You can. It depends. Now, like if you have 3 cards and you have a $10,000 limit on one, and say you have 8,000 available, and then you have another credit card that maybe has $4,000 balance and you want to transfer that in, I would probably try to find a 0% credit card so I don't transfer one credit card debt into another one, making the balance increase when you've got a high interest rate. That would be the one condition. Two, you need to make sure that you can get a convenience check from the credit card company so that you're not paying not only transfer fees, but then you may be paying cash advance fees, and we do not want to do that. So just be careful. If you do decide that you're going to use one credit card to pay off another, make sure you can kind of have those guidelines, convenience checks, and so that you're not paying the cash advance fees. Um, and look for a 0% because they seem to be the best, and you can just let the debt sit there making minimum payments while you are working down your other line of credit that has interest on it. I hope that makes sense. Yes, the founders of MMA are amazing. You've known them for 20 years. Awesome. They are amazing. I have spoken with them. The best guys. Wow. And they just want to help people. That's what I absolutely love about them. Hi, Christy. In another video, you said you can do MMA and velocity banking. I don't see how. Can you explain? Sure. So the MMA does not need a line of credit to work. Okay. They use checking and savings. It's still velocity. It's very fast, but that you don't have to have a line of credit. If you have a line of credit, and let's say you have a mortgage, and you're chunking onto that mortgage, like I teach, the Money Max software is kind of like GPS, like you may have heard Rick say in the past. The GPS, if you are driving down the road and you have directions in your GPS telling you where to go and what time you're going to arrive at your destination, then you decide to go right and run off down a back road, then it will recalculate for you, right? And then it'll give you a new time you're going to arrive at your original destination. Same thing with GPS. Same thing with Money Max. If you are going down the road and you say, hey, I've got an extra $4,000 out of this line that I'm going to chunk onto my mortgage, then you can tell the GPS in Money Max that it will recalculate, because when you're knocking all of that interest off of the loan, the mortgage loan, like I show on my whiteboards, and you're transferring it into a lower interest product, a simple interest product, of course is going to make a difference. And then when it recalculates in the Money Max, it's definitely going to cut your payoff time down even more. It's very exciting. Okay. Patrina, hi, Christy. We're so excited to walk through these options with you and the team you have networking for us. God bless you. Thank you so much. There is no cost for the webinar. It is absolutely free. I put it up there. I'll do it again. It's vannwebinar.com. You can go there to register. All right. Jesus is in the house. He always answers questions correctly. So if he's answering yours, please go with it because he is McAwesome. Let's see. I'm just starting velocity banking. Finally, super excited. I am excited for you. Impress Embroidery. Nina. Nice. Very nice. Let's see. I live near Cato's. Well, all right. I've got 3 within like 30 minutes from me. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I only have one favorite. Betty is wanting Jesus to answer her. David says, hi, and thank you for the great content. What are the best banks or credit unions you have worked with for a HELOC? Second position HELOCs. Let me pause right here just to say, second position HELOCs are a product or a tool that when we have a market that may fall or at least start, on a downward spiral, the second position HELOC is the one that will maybe have limits frozen. Okay. So what that means is if you have a $50,000 HELOC and you have $49,000 in debt on that HELOC and they decide to freeze the account, that means that you can put in all the money you want, but it becomes like a loan. You cannot pull it back out. They don't want you using your equity if they get afraid. If they get afraid that, the property values are going to drop or whatever. That happened in 2008, 9, 10, through there. So with the second position HELOC, that has been known to happen. So when I'm working with you one-on-one, if you don't have a large cash flow, we never, ever, never suggest that you get that HELOC up high. Okay. If I know that you can work the HELOC way down within 6 months, then I'm like, okay, let's take it to 70, 80%. But if I see that you don't have a lot of cash flow to work with and it's going to be a slow pay down, I'm not interested in you piling that thing up. You just pay off the debt that's going to gain you the most cash flow and you work it down for a while before you pick up more debt. So I just want to throw that out there because this economy that we are in could become more unstable than it is. Inflation is so high. So, I don't want anybody to be doing velocity banking and you're moving along nicely and then the banks throw, a stick in your wheels or spokes or whatever you want to call them, and they really trip you up, and they can and will do that. So just play safe. If you're using a HELOC, don't play with that thing. I've always said don't be frivolous with your spending when it comes to your lines of credit, because you do not want to get stuck in a mess like that. Okay. So I'm so glad I remembered to share that because I was thinking of that earlier. Um, let's see what else. Thank you so much, Corey. Thank you. Everybody is so kind. So I used this method not only to pay off my credit card balance I had for a year, but also took out a cash advance to put towards student loans and push back the amortization to 2026. That is great. I just hope they didn't charge you cash advance fees. That stuff can get so expensive. So expensive. Good job, Alicia. I'm trying to read these. They're coming in quite quickly. Pennsylvania's in the house. I've paid off almost $10,000 with Velocity Banking since watching you. That is so awesome. I had another person today tell me they started in January and they had already paid off $10,000 in credit card debt and were so excited. I love to hear that, and I get to every day. So excited that people are learning how to use their money to serve them. That makes me so excited. Um, there was one, the credit cards. Let's talk about that. That's what I jumped on here to say. The credit cards have a 25-day cycle. I believe it's 25 days. Anyway, it's an interest cycle. So when they set that due date for you, like if your credit card's due on the 28th, and you think, okay, well, I'm going to pay my payment on the 28th. And let's say, you have a $4,000 balance and you have, $250 payment due on the due date. And you're like, I'm a good girl. I'm going to pay $250 on the due date. I have done my due diligence. My payments are made and everybody's happy. Well, what happens is they are going to calculate your interest charge based on what your average daily balance was. Well, if you have let the credit card balance sit there for the whole 25-day period, and then just made that payment on the due date, what you did was kick yourself in the shins. Because if you don't pay that balance off on the due date, then they're going to charge you interest. And that's why they have this set up so beautifully, is that you just make that one little small baby payment on the due date, right? Well, what they didn't tell you is you can attack that 25-day cycle period just a little bit by hitting it more often. And so when I'm telling you guys to break your monthly payments up into multiple payments throughout the week and the month, I'm telling you that because you are going to save interest by doing that. Because every time you're hitting your line of credit, I don't care if it's $10, if you're hitting it every 2 or 3 days, the credit card company has to reset the interest because you knocked it off when you did that, right? You lowered that average daily balance. So they have to reset and start again. Well, if you hit it again in 2 or 3 days, guess what? You're a winner. So try that. I've told you that has been known to cause great credit score boost. Okay. I've seen 40 to 90 to 120 points increase by the next reporting date just by hitting payments into that line more often. So it will help with your interest. It should help with your credit score. And if you can't pay that off, the whole balance by the due date, you're going to be stuck with some interest. So please, please, please focus on the multiple payments throughout the month. Another thing is right now with this economy, you may want to do the multiple payments, especially if you're doing large chunks into the card to pay expenses, to pay your monthly expenses. If you have $1,000 in monthly expenses that you're going to be paying into that card to, say, pay you for your food throughout the month, break it down into multiple payments throughout that month, because that may too help in stopping any kind of limit cuts that you may get, because they are having a blast cutting people's limits right now. So just a few little precautions there for you to take seriously and make sure that you are using your credit cards correctly and protecting yourself. Okay. I hope that made sense. Okay. Let's see. Thank you so much, Kay. Thank you. Thank you. What do we do when we pay off our debt? Save, invest? I'm not there yet, but this system works and can't wait to see where this takes me. That is so exciting, Yasmin. I put all of any kind of savings that I have into infinite policies. It just seems like a good idea to me because I am gaining compound interest. If I need it, I can pull it out, take a loan off of it, use it. I don't have to pay it back. It's guaranteed growth and guaranteed not to lose it. Does it get any better than that? I'm not putting my money in a bank, not just to sit there. Okay, I do my big hit, and then as I use it more, do small purchases, groceries, gas, I pay those bits. Good job. Just saying, good job. Shopper Girl says, I just consolidated my credit card debt of $8,000. Interest was at 33%. I was drowning. I got a personal loan at the bank and paid the cards off. Now I have a low interest rate, paying less than half. Shopper Girl, have I told you and taught you nothing? Somebody help me out here. I feel like I'm dizzy and going to pass out. What do we say to any type of loan?
No means no.
Thank you, Mary Grace. Thank you, Gigi. Thank you, Alicia. You guys are perfect. Thank you. The reason that we say no to loans is because if you think that you got a lower interest rate on any kind of loan, amortized loan, you didn't. I don't care if your card was 33% and you got a loan for 15%. I don't care if your card was 33% and you got a 4% loan. Totally different interest. Loan interest and line interest are two different animals. I can't say that loud enough. I can't say that loud enough. You have to get a line of credit. I would rather use a credit card any day of the week than to turn it into a loan. Because with that credit card, just like I teach in the videos, I can put all of my income possible in there to pay my expenses throughout the month. It's going to bring my balances down. The cash flow then, if I put cash flow in there, is going to pay that credit card off. Oh my goodness, guys, please wake up. No loans. No loans. I'm glad you're going to pay it off faster. And if you do chunk it up front, that is the best way you can do this, okay? Because that will throw the amortization schedule off a bit, and then you're going to miss some of that interest. So loans are not our friends. I think that I need to write a book for kids that says just say no to loans. I have some kid books over there. I forgot. Remember I showed you the kid books? Absolutely love them. They are a couple in California that write children's books about finances, and I thought that was really, really neat. SUV paid off, credit cards gone. This lady has changed my life this year. My family is in a better position, sleeping in peace. That is beautiful. Thank you so much. I am so glad that you shared that. Thank you. Stock for you. Oh my gosh, I've been watching you forever and never able to catch you on a live. Hi, you've changed my view on finance and have in a way offered me a way out. I use your teachings on credit cards. That is awesome. Sorry, my daughter's trying to talk to me and I'm like, what's happening? So, that is awesome though. I am just so excited that everybody is learning how to use their money. That's what this is all about. Oh, I just want to show you this. Okay, so there is one of, can you all see this? Hello. Okay. This is the model prayer that Jesus himself prayed to teach the disciples how to pray. So we call it the model prayer because he was just giving us a model of how to say our prayers when they ask. So I have a client who has not a good cancer. He is having a hard time financially, and he makes these things. He makes coasters. He also has these chocolates. I've mentioned that on here before. So I'm going to have a link under this video for him. If you guys want to go look at his eBay account, he has just a few items that he makes, stuff like this. Where's this other one? Ugh. So he sends me stuff like this. Can you see that in there? Okay. So he sends me stuff like that. He's so precious. So I told him I wanted to show it on the channel. And if anybody wants to go check out his stuff on eBay, please do, because I'm sure he could use any help that he could get. So if you feel led, that is going to be under the video. I might be able to put it in the chat so you can go look at it. Let me look up his name right fast and I'll tell you if I can do that or not. But his name's John. I have it in, like I said, a link under the video. And let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah. He does have an eBay listing in here. So I'll put this in our chat here. John. And then you can go there and check out his eBay site and see if there's anything interesting. I do know this. I've had clients that were telling me how great his chocolates were that he makes. And he sent me a bunch. And they're in a heart shape. He can do heart shapes. It's so pretty. So he does really good. Oh, he says in this email, 1 pound of chocolates with chopped walnuts, almonds, plain, or peanut butter cups. Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious. So he has all of that in his eBay. If you want to send him an email, is that his email address? Oh, that link I think sends you directly to his. I was making sure I got all the information because that is the link I put in there. That is for his site in case you want to order anything. I was thinking I had an email address for him. Let me see if it's in here. Thought it was like CBH something. But he is so precious and he's just really, some people I know we all have hard times. I've had hard times. I know that. But it's like some people that are just, when you're in financial trouble and you're having a hard time with your health, that's so sad. That's so sad. But anyway, yeah. So he sent me that just to show me what he's making. Now he also made me a wall clock. It is so cute. It's fantastic. He made me some little coasters that have fantastic on them. I absolutely love him. He does so good. He does so good. So anyway, you can go there and check that out. I was thinking though I had an email address I was going to tell you all in case you wanted to write him and ask him what else that he has. John MJON M2548 @gmail.com. That looks to be his email address. Okay, so I'll quit talking about John, but I was just going to tell you because I saw that in my background. I thought they were so cute, especially the one in the box here. Very cute, very cute. Okay, so you're welcome, B. You're welcome. Oh, that's so sweet, Eric. That would just make his life. He is just really struggling. So thank you so much. Yes, on a loan, you're paying front loaded interest, so you're paying the interest first and not the principal balance. Yes, Jolie. Some loans are a lot worse than others, especially if we're dealing with those mortgages. Ain't that the truth? What's your take on 0% transfer credit card offers? I love them, Patricia. I use them every chance I get. So when you have a 0% interest credit card, if you have a car loan, if you have other credit cards that have interest, they usually come with convenience checks. Discover does not. I did learn that. I don't think Discover does. I know that with a credit card, you can transfer the balance from one credit card to another. When you're doing a 0% to balance transfer, there is like a 3 to 5% transfer fee, which when compared to the interest that you're paying on some of these things is absolutely nothing. So check out those 0% credit cards and see if they don't make a difference for you, because they have really been a game changer for me, especially like if you're paying taxes. And let's say you owe $3,000 to the IRS. Well, I'm going to say this loud and clear, and they'll probably knock me off of the waves right now. But if you have IRS debt, hello, they are hitting you so hard with penalties and interest. It's ridiculous. So when you charge that balance onto a credit card, guess what? You're paying 3.5% to do the charge, but you are saving yourself a killing. I don't care if your credit card has an interest rate of 26 or 36%. Compared to what's happening with the IRS, for goodness sake, get the debt under your control. And that's how I do, but I use 0% credit cards. So transferring it onto the 0%, I pay the 3.5% if I'm going to do that. And I have just put it into a 0% interest credit card that is going to sit there with me making small monthly payments. So I am able to focus on paying that off before the promotion date ends. So that's just one example how you could use a 0%. If you need to write a check to a loan, to yourself or whatever you're going to do, get the convenience checks. Don't take a cash advance, get a convenience check. Write it to yourself, put it in your bank, and then pay off whatever you're going to pay. Okay. It still goes towards the 0%. And some are 6 months, some are 12, some are 18 months. I mean, it's a really good deal. So consider that. We don't hate credit cards, we just want to use them correctly. Okay. Um, let's see. Jesus is saying that Wells Fargo Reflect, City Simplicity, City Diamond are 18 months 0% interest. That is the only thing that I would use at Wells Fargo or City. That's the only thing I would use from those banks. Stick with your local credit unions for everything else because they are usually better to work with us as a community. Oh my goodness. So funny. Oh, yes, I have the children's books. Hold on a minute. I have them. They're right here. I keep everything close that people send me. Oh, I hate to jump over there and go grab them, but I will. I've got a few more minutes. I'll just run right here. I'll be right back. Don't move. Don't move. I'll be right back. Okay. So these people are absolutely awesome. They are Christian writers. So they do Christian books for children. Charles and Angela Todd. I've met these people. I met them in Boca, Florida. They are awesome. I love them. So this is Say No to Debt. I will put their links underneath this video as well. Money is Easy. Wait, I don't know how to use this camera stuff. Money is Easy. I'm going slow so you can grab any information that you need off of them. Giving is Easy. They're big givers too. I love them. I love it. I love to give. They're awesome. They're awesome. Saving is Easy. See, it's Money Principles. Where is it here? Sorry, I'm not good. Okay. Money Principles for Kids from Money Mike and the Gang. Yeah, they're high quality books too. They're awesome. They're awesome. Say No to Debt. You know, that's my favorite one. It shows you the tithing, save, interest, give, and stay out of debt and prosper God's way. I love it. I mean, I'm sorry. People have the best ideas. I get mad that I don't have these ideas to write children's books, but I'll show you the quality. I mean, these are perfect. Your kids will love them. So it gives the forward. I feel like I'm reading to children back when my kids were little, showing them the books. So see the quality? Isn't that awesome? I love them. I think they do so good. So anywho, I'll put their links underneath this video so that you can go check those books out. What else do I know about them? I think they even have little workbooks that you can order through their sites as well. So I will send you that information. I'm trying to remember what else was so absolutely cool. I just thought when I first saw these, I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, and this was so neat. So it gives you scripture reference for anything that you read in here that you're not sure, that you're not sure where would that come from in the Bible. So, I mean, they got it all together. They got it all together. So anyway, I wanted to show those. So I only have 4 of their books. I'm sure they would send me more if I asked them to. I need to contact them because they are such precious people. So it's Money, what do I call it? We were talking about the Money Max, and this is Money Mike. That's so cool. Okay, so Money Mike and the, what they call that? Yeah, Money Mike and the Gang. So I thought that was so cool. Yeah, we need a pop-up book. That's great. Based Bonaventure. Hello, Christy. Just discovered your channel yesterday. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. William, you can get a 0% credit card with about a 670, 680 credit score. Yes. Hi, B. I am so glad you love catching up. I love catching up too. Let's see. Thoughts on USDA loan for first-time home buyer? I don't have a thought about that. I'm sorry. I know that if I were going to buy another property, which I am looking into that, I am going to go straight to a first lien HELOC. Not even going to think about a mortgage. I am going straight to a first lien HELOC. Yeah, 680 is usually good enough. That is right. Hey, Zeus, me and you are on the same channel. You should be my teacher. Hi, Vann fans. Hi, Joe. Can't wait to read those books and more knowledge, more insight. It's all needed. That is so true. They are such good books. They are such good books. I'm very, very tickled with them. They are precious people too. We're not just talking about, I mean, these people are fabulous. So they are no joke. And when they're writing these books for the children, it is their intent to spread the word on how to use money. And their child actually came up on it. So they have a child that is really successful, and I think she's like 20 years old. She's so young, but the way they've raised her in the children's books and all this stuff, they're doing great. She's doing great. Everybody's doing great. We're all just doing great. So I think the video I have is it says something like teach your kids or the banks will. Is that what it is? Oh, there it is. Teach your kids about money or the banks will. I really did good on naming that one. I like it. I like that. That one is called, let's see, can I share that in here? If I can share that link, it's got the link to the books. Uh-oh, I accidentally went on. I'm going to put the link to this video in the chat, and then if you want to go check that book out, the links are underneath it. So I'm saying children's books. This is a link to my video talking about them. And then underneath that video, you're going to find the links that go to where these books are. Okay. Wow. I feel like I'm doing sales calls today. We got this going on. We got this going on. I'm just like all these things. Oh, the Money Max is coming up. Oh my gosh, I have to go because it's time for the Money Max webinar. I'm so excited. I am so excited that you all joined me here tonight. I have really enjoyed reading your comments. I absolutely love that. I'm so thankful that everybody is getting the help they need. I am just totally fulfilled because I get this every day, all day long. I get emails, I get comments. Everybody is really learning. You're getting out of debt. You're feeling financial peace. I remember what that felt like when I first stepped into this and I thought, oh my gosh, I can breathe. I felt like I could not breathe. I was so smothering in debt. It was very depressing times when you can't afford to do anything with your children but walk to a park, I know how that feels. And that's good that you walk to the park. But when your mind is so cluttered because you're so stressed out over debt, you're not really spending quality time with your children, right? So my whole point in this channel was to bring peace to every single person that would listen. And if you are someone out there doesn't want to accept velocity banking and you think it's a scam and whatever, I'm I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I make suggestions, you make decisions, and I just know that on what I did, the suggestions that I took and I lived, oh my gosh, it has changed my life and I want it to change yours. So thank you all for joining me. I am so excited to see so many on here, so many commenting. I appreciate that so much. I love each and every one of you guys. I pray for this channel every day. I pray for the subscribers every day. And for somebody out there looking for answers, that if they're looking for something financially, they'll find it here. And I'm trying to learn every day because I want to learn more to share more. That's what we're here for, right? So I appreciate you guys. I am so excited to move over into Money Max now. So it's at vannwebinar.com if you want to join me there. I will see you there in just a few minutes. And I appreciate you guys. I see your comments. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. I wish I had found it about 30 years ago, too. So I totally know what you mean. I hope you guys have a terrific rest of your evening, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.